the video starts, head down below, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Check out all our socials in the description and hope you enjoy the show. Thank you.
Welcome back, episode 20.
Episode 20, big milestone today.
Big milestone. That's 20 weeks, mate.
20 weeks.
Yeah, smashing it.
For something that started out as a little bit of a hobby between two mates,
Yeah.
it's going quite well, I think.
Yeah, we're doing well. And we've got a special guest on today for the special episode 20. We've got Jamie Nugent on. Welcome to the pod.
Thanks for having me.
I'd argue and say it's our biggest guest yet.
Yeah.
Like, people will be fuming, but you are our biggest guest yet, definitely. Big thanks for coming on, mate. Really appreciated it.
It's good to be on.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know you, do you want to quickly introduce yourself to the many fans that we have?
I'd say producer, sometimes DJ, but mainly producing music, house music mainly. Quite commercial, but looking to move into the kind of underground club sort of thing. So,
Oh,
that's
nice.
probably the best way to put it.
Is it easier to start out kind of as like a commercial to try and build your name, or is it easier to kind of find that niche of underground?
I think it depends where you are. So if you're in uni, I think more underground's probably easy because the tech scene in uni is quite big.
Oh, yeah.
Like every other what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Accommodation at uni. There's a DJ in there playing minimal or something. So or tech house. So that's probably the best way to go into it. But if you're in a kind of, well, I'm from Winslow, so there's not really much of a scene there. If you're going to do commercial there, it's quite easy now with Splice because there's vocals on tap basically.
Yeah, of course.
So it's kind of easy to get into more commercial side of things there.
Can you find like full vocals on Splice, or is it just like the little samples?
On Splice, it's kind of varied. Like you get some literally like 2-second snippets, and I think most of the good ones have been used by kind of top producers now, and the demand for it's so high that there's literally nothing out there now. It's all kind of just clutter.
How does Splice work? Is it like a subscription, or
Yeah,
so how much do you pay for it?
like £8 a month, I
So
think.
is it like a Spotify subscription kind of?
Kind of, yeah.
And then is it just completely, do you have to like give them credit when your songs, or?
No.
Oh, that's sick.
You get like, I think it's changing, but it used to be 100 credits for 1 month, then you basically get 100 downloads for, so say one kick drum sample,
Yeah.
one vocal, it'd be like that. And then it renews every month, but there's producers complaining now, they've got like 2,000 credits or something, and then they don't need to use them. So,
So
if they cancel the subscription, they can't use them then. So you've got to subscribe to use your 2,000 credits, which you've already paid for.
That's a pain, isn't it? But it's a way of making money at the end of the day.
I noticed something on there the other day. You can download presets.
Yeah.
Like serum presets and stuff like that.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's your sound, and you just input that in. This is gonna sound like waffle to people who don't
Oh
understand.
yeah. To be fair, I've not seen Dan as excited for an episode ever. as soon as we got confirmed that Jamie's coming on, he was there like, yes. Here we go.
Yeah.
He's got questions as long as his arm. You're ready for today, aren't
Long
you?
arm. Yeah. I'm ready, mate. Yeah. I'm gonna jump straight in. So I had a look on your Spotify. One of your biggest tracks is your Bleeding Love.
Yeah.
So is that an official remix of Leona Lewis's?
That's just a cover.
Right, okay.
So, I use a site called Sound Better, and you basically hire a vocalist for a certain amount, for a certain fee, and then they'll just sing a song for you. Obviously, there's going to be some good and bad on there, but I seem to have found quite a decent singer on there. So,
Well, you definitely did, mate. The views on that is mental.
yeah.
Yeah. It's 2 million streams.
Yeah, I think it's on like 2.3 million now.
2.3 million.
Jesus, that's numbers. That
is mental. It's like you were saying though when you sorry, I should hit the mic for everybody listening to that. When you were DJing before you knew Jamie, you were like, yeah, he's playing songs in his sets all the freaking time.
Yeah, because it was when so Aaliyah that we've had on the pod.
Yes.
That I know quite well, my girlfriend.
You always say that. You always make it sound so awkward. You do. You should have seen the episode. It was the most awkward 5 minutes of the first 5 minutes I've ever seen in my life. I had to edit it back as well, and I hated it just as much editing it back as I was living in the moment. I was like, why is he so awkward?
but yeah, when she said she was doing a track with you, I was like, I know this guy. I play his songs in my sets all the time. So you know your remixes, like your Youngblood remix, and your Chasing Status one as well. I was like, whoo! Is that how you started then, just doing remixes?
I think my first thing I ever made was a bassline tune.
Yeah.
in like 2019 or something, the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, genuinely. It's that bad I've deleted it completely. Like,
Have you not even kept it up at all? Did you have it under a different alias?
no, I didn't even leave like my computer. It stayed in the hard drive. Didn't go anywhere. I played it once out and to some of my mates, and they were like, obviously they're going to be backing it, but you listen to it now.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's horrendous now, honestly.
Yeah, but baseline is just.
Baseline's something that you experience for a year, I think.
Yeah. A year or two when you first find uni, usually you experience for a year or two, and then
Yeah.
slowly peters out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You either find tech house or you find drum and bass, and that's usually how it works. Yeah, or both. Yeah, they're very rare. They'll find it both.
So did you get into the bass? Did you go to Sheffield Uni?
Yeah, Sheffield Hallam.
So was that like with Tank and stuff like that? Is that why you got into the bass line to start off?
So I had a flat about 4 of us, and one of them was from Nottingham.
Right.
Oh yeah, so obviously
His name was Brew.
Yeah, so he was obsessed with Brucey at the time.
Yeah.
So so he was proper into bass line, drum and bass, and if you listen to it so much, you're gonna get into it, aren't you?
Yeah.
of course, yeah,
So,
Yeah.
So I was going there. Mondays I was going to Tank every week. It was mainly tech house then.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Clooney every week pretty much.
Yeah.
So I was paying £1 to see Clooney for 3 years.
It's not bad, is it? It's not bad at all.
He's playing American tours now, so can't beat it.
That's crazy.
£1, yeah, but it's like our Antwerp days.
Oh yeah.
Have
Have you
you
ever been
not-
Antwerp?
Yeah, so we used to pay like £3-4 to see acts, but you now pay £35 to see at Warehouse Project, and you're like, and you'd meet the acts as well, quite distinct. People like that, we'd just meet them out and about because they come out in a smoking shelter, just come out and chat to everybody, and then they do a set. And now we're in Warehouse Project, and they're like put on pedestals, aren't they? And you're like, mate, you're just normal people. Like us.
Yeah. Do you do much of that DJing then?
I've had 3 gigs.
Okay.
I spent like the first 2 years of doing it, I was doing like kind of preset flats.
Right.
Towards the end of kind of my uni days, I started doing more house parties. Just before that first lockdown, I did like probably the best house party I'd done. And that's where I was like, I'd actually like to do some clubs and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Eventually, I had 2 gigs just after the second lockdown where clubs reopened. Obviously, the attendance wasn't the highest it has been, but
Yeah.
it's the first gig in it.
You didn't do any of them sit-down gigs, did you?
Luckily, well, I say luckily not, but I did it as soon as we were allowed to go in properly.
Yeah.
As soon as you possibly could, you were straight in there.
Yeah. But it was a good experience though, getting behind it the first time, because it's so much harder doing it in a club than in like your kitchen or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine how hard it is to do it. I do envy you a little bit, Dan, to be fair. Especially when it's like when you're there for like 8 hours sometimes, and it's like a full day's shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I do is talk to people for a living, like, and you're there like literally.
Press some buttons, mate. That's all it is.
Press some buttons, put the headphones on, take them off, have a little boogie, and that's
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So when you were doing these gigs, was it under your name? Was it like your name was on the poster and?
Yeah, I was doing it in Sheffield. It's a place called Infuse. It's run by some lads who do an event called Silo as well.
Okay.
Really good event, kind of growing in Sheffield.
I think I've heard that, Silo Sheffield, yeah.
Yeah, so it's growing quite well. They had a residency at Kettle Black, which is just like a terrace bar.
Okay.
But I think because of like licensing problems, they've had to move to a place called the Harley. Apparently it's a really good place in Sheffield now, so hopefully I'll have a few gigs there, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, yeah. Well, Sheffield, I've only ever been Tank, to be fair. I know we've been to like...
We went out...
I've been Cold. Is it called Cold?
No, we didn't.
Is it Cold?
Wasn't it Prison?
It's Code.
Prison?
That is not a prison.
There's not a prison there, mate. That's Leeds you're thinking of.
Yeah.
I think I've been Cold. Is it the one where it's got like the smoking shelter, which is a car park?
Yeah.
Weirdest place in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just dark. You can't see anything. It's pitch black. Because we all stayed at George's.
And that was a funny night.
Yeah, we won't tell the story just in case. He's coming on the podcast, isn't he? So he can tell that story.
I want to tell one of the stories.
Yeah, but I went outside at one point and I walked out and it was literally a car park and I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm talking like a big multi-story and you're like, where am I here?
Warehouse Project.
Yeah. Did you ever go to the Store Street warehouse?
I've never been.
You ever been warehouse
You've been
projects
warehouse?
in general?
It's on the bucket list. Well, I say bucket list. It's not like a lifetime thing, but it's something I want to do.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
Just
you've got to
finding the right
recommend it,
time.
haven't you? The amount of times we've been.
Be good if the first time you're there is playing.
Oh, imagine! Good story, that. Hey, warehouse project, if you're watching.
Sasha?
Me and my boy Sasha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, said some cross words about him in the past, so maybe not.
I've not said anything.
We love you now. We love you, Sasha.
But yeah, so you've started doing the bit of the DJing and stuff like that. Is your aim to do festivals or?
At the moment, I'm kind of in that limbo where you don't know whether you want to do it or not.
Right. Okay.
Makes sense.
I think because I've not had like the experience of doing a big gig. I think, I've also not really got many songs which I'd ideally play at these sort of gigs.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that then? Do you think they're too commercial? Or?
Yeah, I think some of them are too commercial. Like, obviously, like when I played Bleed in Love at my first gig, it went really well, but then the other ones hit and miss.
Yeah.
But the sort of gigs I want to get into are the more kind of not intimate ones, but where it's quite a small space, but people are there for the music
Proper gigs, aren't they?
rather than just dancing around a bottle of vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a Ciroc with a big what's that flame we always bring up with sparkles in them as well.
Yeah.
Get everyone to stop and clap them, and you're like, it's your fucking birthday, mate. Who are you? You're like 18-year-old, mate. And goes, grow up.
Was this in Ranking Minutes?
I wish some nightclubs are just weird though.
Yeah, they are.
They're just odd. Like what's that big main one in Manchester where all the celebrities go? It's near like Peaky Blinders and that on that road.
Impossible.
Yes, they've got like a strip show just randomly through the night. And it's like,
know.
what are you doing? Have you not seen it on the? Yes, you would know.
I wouldn't know.
You've seen the
I've got a
stories.
girlfriend, Luke.
You've seen the stories. I've never been myself.
No.
But it's just a weird place. Yeah, Impossible's not my scene, as you probably would know.
Yeah.
But it's just like, why have you just got like a half-naked lady just dancing on stage on a club night?
I don't understand that at club night. So one of the clubs I work is Fusion in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And on a Friday, you get dancers, as in like almost naked dancers either side of you. I'm like, why do you need them? What are they for?
Are they for me? Are they for the for people in the crowd? I can't work it out.
I don't get though people who would go to a club and want to watch that. It's just seedy men.
So Jamie, for your next set, are you going to request imagine
Alpha Rider.
Yeah, do you want Alpha Rider? 4 naked, ladies, please.
No comment.
You're trying to get him in trouble.
I know, I'm just trying. Just doing me, mate. Yeah. I don't get other people in trouble. I get myself in trouble. That's how we work.
So I'm going to try and get us back on track.
Yeah, by the way, this is how a podcast goes. One of us will just go off on a tangent, and then one of us will say, let's get this back on track. That's all we do for literally an hour.
Just pure chatting. Shite. Yeah, getting us back on track. So you know your Bleed in Love track. Did you have to confirm that with, obviously, so it's not written by you, the lyrics aren't written by you originally. Did you have to get that confirmed with the people who originally written it?
Wrote it.
I don't really know how the process goes, but the label who signed it, they asked for the writers. And obviously, I knew who one of them was.
Yeah.
And then I don't actually know what they do, but this label they're signed to, they're like a sub-label of Sony.
Okay.
And then Leona Lewis, Bleed in Love, signed to Psycho, which is Simon Cowell's label, and he's part of Sony.
Oh, sick.
So I don't know whether there's any influence there or
Yeah.
not, but not influence, but there's kind of a leeway there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You were trying to include, like, I've got Lonely Lucy's number, basically. Is that what you
Yeah. Get her on the pod. So, yeah, because you always see, like, DJs like yourself, and I don't know if you've heard of him, Alex Ross. He did a remix of Dreams. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I always see, like, all these, and I wonder how they get the confirmation to go ahead with, like, you know, going ahead with someone else's work, basically.
Yeah. So is it label kind of driven?
I'm not fully sure how it works, but I know you can't get the publishing on a cover unless you literally, like, I don't know, say what Joe Corey's done with Sorry. Like, maybe he's had publishing on that, I don't know, but
yeah.
Me personally, I can't get publishing on any covers that I've done.
Right.
Just simply because it's not written by me.
Oh, makes sense.
But I've no idea how the process was behind the scenes once I got into the label.
Yeah. Okay. Joel Corey has gone mad from that tune.
It's mental.
Love Island made that guy.
We were talking about it on the way.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
because he's a nobody. He's a nobody.
He was on Geordie Shore.
He wasn't even on Geordie Shore. He was a boyfriend of someone on Geordie Shore.
You can't even mix a vodka cook.
It's not even Geordie. He's from London.
No, it's Danny from Geordie Shore. Scotty.
I know. But I just heard it. I thought I was like, not even Geordie, is he really? Yeah, we were talking about that, just how mental he's just. And now he's doing songs with like Davey Guetta and bloody Craig David, and you're like, what? Who are you?
I saw him in Sandy.
Sandy?
Before Sorry even came out, yeah.
What was he like? Was he good?
He was that good DJ, yeah.
Did he DJ or did he?
He DJ'd. What do you mean?
Well, there's. Did he just press play and it was pre-recorded? That's what I'm trying to get out. Because you can now see, because you are a DJ, you can now see if a DJ is actually properly DJing the set now, can't you?
More or less, yeah, but they could be faking it. You could have it just playing through one channel and then them just pretending to do stuff.
Like who, Dan?
I'm not outing anyone.
Sorry, I had to.
I think any club DJs though, or DJs that have just got a residency, they don't have their own following and music.
Yeah,
they won't be pre-recorded because you've got to be a good DJ to get to that spot. Anyway.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I don't think he was faking it because he had no following then.
True.
Yeah.
Well, look at him now, mate. Is he multi-millionaire probably?
Be surprised if he wasn't he?
Yeah, I'd be very surprised. And he's played on like the biggest shows.
He's done a full tour of the UK. One of my mates was supporting him actually.
Who?
Liam Ross, Lakota.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pretty big, isn't it, really? Like, yeah, just casually. Name dropping there, Dan. You've done much name dropping on this podcast.
I don't know many names.
No, you do. You know your few. Like the Liverpool scene, you know most people in the Liverpool scene.
Yeah.
Which is quite a big scene. I mean, like, it's not like a Doncaster scene, is it really? Or a bloody gossip scene.
Yeah.
Like, who can we drop on our gossip podcast?
Vivian Westwood. She's from Glossop.
Let's get a sponsor.
Oh yeah, imagine.
Vivian Westwood. Oh mate, I don't wear jewellery, but I'd start it. I'd wear rings, I'd wear bracelets, I'd do all sorts.
I don't like rings.
Yeah, but Vivian Westwood, I won't care less.
Could you wear rings?
Unless I was getting a substantial pay amount.
Or married.
Yeah.
We're in trouble. At least our comments are going to be up this week when we get 3 girlfriends going mental in. I want to talk about, so do you know like your favourite artist? So obviously you predominantly play like house music, don't you? House tech. So is that what you listen to in your spare time?
I say primarily, yeah. Mainly so I can get kind of a gist of what they're doing as well.
Okay.
Yeah, like inspiration stuff.
Yeah. So you're going to ask me who my favourite ones, I'm guessing.
Yeah, there we go. Just name them.
Yeah, I'd probably say Gorgon City, Frankie War, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Icarus, I think it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You've seen Icarus, I think.
I don't think I have.
But I swear Icarus did like a free gig in town once, and a load of people went. So it was like, Joanne Gorilla did them free gigs at one time.
Yeah, I don't think Icarus was on though. It was OC and Verd.
Was it OC and Verd?
Yeah.
Ah.
But yeah, Icarus is really good. There are some big names there.
Yeah.
So would that be your dream act to like support, be on the same bill?
Probably. I think probably Gorgon City, and then I'm starting to do more kind of less commercial stuff, and that's when kind of Frankie War and Icarus kind of
come into play.
Sort of stuff they kind of like fall into.
So would you release that under your same name or an alias? You're less commercial.
I'm looking to go into another alias, but finding the right name and
it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is so hard.
I don't want to make something that sounds proper cringy or just it's one of them like during your first email that you've had.
Mine was lukedude.1999. Yeah. LukeDude.199. Why I had Luke Dude then a dot? I don't know why I had a dot in there. Maybe Luke Dude 1999 was taken.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I like that.
What was yours?
Mine was DJ White.
Oh, boo.
I know, yeah. Before I was even a DJ.
Jam Ninja 10.
Yes!
That's brilliant. Jam Ninja.
Why?
I think it's my PS3 name as well.
Oh, what was mine was... Oh, what was my first ever Xbox name? I can't even remember.
Did you have one of them automatically generated ones?
Possibly, yeah, but I can't... I've got no idea. But it used to be... You reveal something to us that I think is absolutely fascinating. So, like, you come from a bit of an editing background, don't you, as well?
Yeah, I do.
So who did you kind of edit for?
So back in the day, I used to do it for a guy called Faze Clan, who's part of Faze Clan now.
Ooh, it's crazy.
That's mental. So was it a case, did they message you?
Yeah, it's kind of word of mouth sort of thing. So I was doing my own thing. I think some of my friends started editing for him. And then once they kind of became unavailable, he then turned to me once he'd seen something I'd done. And it kind of fit into the sort of music he was into as well at the time. So that's kind of how it came about, really.
And how long did you do that for?
I think I started around 2014.
It's a long time ago, then.
Through till probably the start of uni, I think.
Wow.
Wow, so like 5-6 years, something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever like meet him or?
No, I was very much in my bedroom.
Imagine him trying to fly you out.
Yeah.
Faze house rocking up in the middle of LA.
So how come you stopped?
With like workload at uni at the start probably, but then whilst I was doing it, it was always kind of this thing where you didn't want anyone to know, because you're editing Call of Duty videos when everyone else is going out for house parties and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, do I tell them? Do I not? And then you kind of just end up keeping it to yourself, really. My friends knew, but that's as far as it really went.
I was going to say, like, I'm a massive nerd, so I'm like, what?
Yeah. I think we all are.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, massively.
That's
I think
crazy.
that's absolutely fascinating.
So would you go back into editing, that type of stuff?
If the money was right, I don't do it for money, but like it's got to be worth.
It's got
to be worth your while, innit?
Yeah.
Especially when
Got
you've
to be able
got
to make a living
side
from it.
projects.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, exactly.
Look how many side projects you got now, and you got your producing. Obviously, you've just finished uni as well, so that's another career you could go down into. It's hard to manage time, isn't it?
So is for your like work at the moment? Do you just do your music for your work? Is that where all you...
It's kind of video editing and music at the moment.
Yeah.
I want to try and get a part-time thing on the side just to make sure there's
money
ticking over, really.
Because you never know with music, 'cause it's so kind of inconsistent. The income of it. As most DJs have probably discovered the past 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's just keeping that kind of constant stream of income.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Makes sense.
But it's good though, because you're in like the creative space with everything. Would you say you're a very creative person then?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've always kind of been, not that I was stupid at school, but I was a bit like, just found it a bit naff, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like kick on and stuff, but it was just, I was always kind of a creative person, really. I started from a young age doing like WWE stop motion videos with like figures and stuff.
Sick! In like the little rings!
Yeah.
Oh, sick! I used to have so many figures. I used to. This is really bad. What
Are you sure you want to say this? This is going out.
So, my older brother had a tendency to like rip off limbs and stuff. I don't know why. Like, it wasn't that intentional.
It's like one of them documentaries that come back on.
And I used to all group them together, and I used to hold like disabled WWE like events, and I used to take them really seriously, like, because I used to wake up early in the morning without anyone like being awake. I used to get up and I used to have like a one leg section or one arm section.
The Paralympic WWE.
How have I never mentioned that before?
Oh my god. So was this like the stop motion things that you did? That is crazy.
So I'm guessing is it changing the conversation from that? Is it like the stop motion, like Wallace and Gromit stop motion? So you take a picture and move
It's the most tedious thing I've probably ever done in my life.
before doing it with just. Luke, this is going on here. I've got no shame now. We're 20 episodes in. I've got no shame. I've even started talking to people and they're just chatting to us. I'm chatting about the podcast. I used to never want them to like click on a link or subscribe or anything like that. Now I'm like, subscribe, that red button right there. Never missed an episode again. I pitched to random people.
How old were you when you did this?
I don't know, like 8, 9, something like that.
Okay.
That
Sure.
primary, yeah.
When did you stop?
Yeah, no, them action figures were sick though.
Yeah.
They were ridiculously good. You were never really into wrestling though, were you?
I've never watched it really. No.
Really?
Yeah.
I find that shocking because everyone was into wrestling, weren't they? Like primary school.
It was on like Sky and stuff, wasn't it?
Oh,
I
yeah,
never had
true.
Sky.
True. I was just a nerd, right, when it came to wrestling. I watched wrestling till quite an old age as well.
You still watch it now, don't you?
Nah, not really. Like some of the indie stuff I keep track of, but they're like, because like the indie stuff is not like WWE, so it's not like, I don't know, Vince McMahon coming down like,
Yeah.
you know, like just and like just making like the same scripted thing all the time. Like indie wrestling's a bit more extreme.
Right.
Like they're like 15 shows, 18 shows, so a lot of swearing goes on and stuff like that. But it's just like, do you know what I find? Like this is real tangent now. But do you know when people call wrestling fake?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, have you ever been
It
like
is fake,
wrestling's
innit?
fake?
I think like obviously they train and stuff, but I think the whole kind of it's not as authentic, I'd say, as say what you watched to a later age.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's some degree of wrestling there because they are doing maneuvers where they
Yeah.
are like breaking limbs and stuff. But I found it hard because like when you grow up, you see them how they slap each other. They're like kicking the ground when they slap someone, and it's like,
Yeah, but it's not fake. It's scripted.
yeah,
So it's fake.
Yes, but people are like, oh, it's fake, and then I'll be like, oh, so what is EastEnders fake? I'll be like, oh yeah, but
Yeah.
EastEnders is a show. Yeah, but
EastEnders is fake.
and then they say, oh yeah, but WWE, like, it's meant to be a sport. No, it's a TV show. It's called
just a TV show,
entertainment.
yeah.
It's just like, it's not fake. It's just scripted. That's all it is. And people like can't get that. They can't get the scripted and the fake differentiate. And I'm like, well, you what?
Did you see? I don't know if you saw the clip. It was one wrestler who was walking out the ring and he was beating all his character and stuff.
Yeah.
And a fan came up and just like started attacking him because obviously he took it too seriously. And then he carried on being in character when he was scrapping this fan. That was jokes.
Yeah, but they would kick the shit out of him. Like they're all like, they're still hard people.
Yeah,
like, They're still taking like bumps and stuff. Like it's probably
They're taking what?
it's called a bump.
I didn't know they were allowed performance enhancing.
Oh no! It's when they take a move, it's called a bump because it's not fake, but
Yeah.
it's like they make them be able to do the move. Like, do you really think that some people can lift them over their head? Like they're all massive men, so they make them do it. Like they jump.
Yeah.
Like when the Undertaker like choke slams someone, you can't literally pick him up by the neck and choke slam him. Do you want to try it now though?
Yeah, if you want, on pod.
Head over to Patreon.
Shall we have a quick little break?
Yeah.
And then we'll come back.
Quick little break from that massive sidetrack.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Offbeat Podcast channel. Yeah, a quick break. Back for part two.
Back for part two. Part two. Hey, we're back.
Part two of the Offbeat Podcast, and we had quite a long break there. Usually, when our breaks, we just stop. We like just stop, have a drink, walk around, come back, and just start filming again. We had a good 20-minute break there.
Yeah, it was good. What did we talk about?
I don't even know. We had a good conversation though.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. So we found out something in the break though, which is a bit worrying. So we found out that you're a Liverpool fan.
Oh yes.
So I want to know, with being from Manchester, why are you a Liverpool fan?
my whole family's from Liverpool.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, they're all born there, grew up there.
Okay.
And mum and dad moved away, and somehow ended up in Windsor. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad place
No,
to. It's
no,
not a bad place to land up, is it?
yeah.
Really?
Do your family have Scouse accents then?
my aunties do.
Yeah.
A few of them are worn off a bit. My mum and dad, they've been away for that long, so they don't really. I've probably got more of a Scouse accent than they do. And
Yeah.
I don't even know what my accent is. No one ever knows.
Did they? So, did your auntie still live in Liverpool then, or did you?
Yeah. So
Did they call you like a wool? Did they like?
I've not had that yet. But
No.
mum and dad might have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my uncle lives in the Wirral, aunties live in Liverpool, and then my granddad and my grandma, still in Liverpool as well. So Quite a lot of them based there.
So are you a Scouse not English kind of lad? Have you seen the hoodies though? The hoodies are sick. But Adam Rowe wears it all the time. The Scouse not English. I actually think they're really cool design.
Talking about clothing, I saw a Christmas jumper, right, which is due to come. See, I saw it on Facebook and I thought that's really funny. It's going to be great for the podcast for the Christmas special.
I've already got my outfit planned for Christmas special and it's fucking well, but I've got a great out, mate. Don't you worry.
I was like, it's going to be brilliant, this. And I thought, what company have I just bought that from? It was just a Facebook ad. I just bought it. And I thought, oh no, what have I done? So I Googled it and it had, on like Trustpilot, it had like 1 or 2 star reviews. It was like, yeah, it takes 4 weeks for the jumper to arrive. Oh, I ordered it this week.
Have you ever like been scammed by like an ad like that? Because I have.
I tend not to buy stuff like that.
I say that. I mean, I bought Sony like it was like a Valentine's Day present, something like that. It was like an Instagram ad that came up, and it was like a date key ring.
Yeah, I think I've seen them.
Yeah. Don't buy them. No. I bought it, never got it. Didn't even get a confirmation email.
Oh yeah.
I was happy to keep my bank account, to be honest. I was quite happy with that. But yeah. Insta ads are not the way forward.
No, definitely not.
Down with the metaverse.
Down with the metaverse.
I'm saying that. It's our main source of social media. That.
Nah, the metaverse is sick.
Yeah, love the metaverse.
Looking forward to it.
If you're watching, Mark.
Magic Mark on the pod. That'd be crazy.
Do you reckon he'd be good at the podcast, Mark Zuckerberg? Have you ever seen like him doing interviews?
Yeah, it'd be class.
I saw one recently we were doing with someone and then it just looked fake. Like that.
Yeah, he does look very fake. But then again, he's probably got about 20 people telling him what to say.
Yeah.
That's why I've always
if
thought
you're on the offbeat, then...
Yeah, even more. I'm like, yes, of course, sir. Yes, of course. Yeah, that's completely fine. You do whatever you want. I am happy. Do you want to sit in my chair? Yes, of course. Do you want a drink? Yeah, I'll sit on the floor. Don't worry about it. I'm happy to do whatever.
I'll show you my WWE.
I should have kept hold of him. I don't know why I've ended him. Fuming.
I think I know why you've been.
So, Liverpool. So, you're a Liverpool fan? Everton?
Liverpool.
Everton. He's a red. So, alright. Big question now. So, you've got your Mo Salah. Is he the best player in the world?
Not now. At the time when he was scoring goals, he was. Right now, no.
Interesting.
Really?
Who do you reckon's the best player in the world then?
I know what you're
No, I think Mo Salah's the best player in the world.
It's hard.
Oh, seriously. When I'm not trying to line people up.
What? You think Bernardo Silva?
Well, if he carries on consistently...
He's not though, he's shit.
Just trying to get a bite, but yeah. I am very biased in the fact that, well, you watch 90 minutes of Mo Salah every week. I watch 90 minutes of Bernardo Silva. He watches 90 minutes of Phil Jones. Oh, no, he didn't play anymore. Sorry, he don't play
90
anymore.
minutes of Fred.
90 minutes of Fred, yeah.
Maguire.
Okay. So Mo Salah, let's talk about good players. So why don't you think he's best player in the world at the moment?
Because he's not trying to play for the team anymore. Like, at the start of the season, he was playing for the team, and that's why he was scoring more goals. As soon as he starts getting desperate for goals, it's just enough.
Oh,
he's still scoring goals and stuff.
Yeah.
Like his contributions to the team go down when he's trying to be like proper desperate for goals. You see it with Harry Kane as well when he's playing for Spurs.
Yeah, Harry Kane has been like that, and this year he's really struggled. I think Liverpool is fascinating, right? Have you been to Anfield?
I've been like a couple of years ago, but I can't get tickets because just the demand for him's mental.
Yeah. Liverpool's like...
It's not like City, we're getting tickets. Liverpool or United, like, they've got actual fan bases, so...
Here we go. Do you know what the non-funny banter that United fans have? Yeah. And do you want to know the ironic thing? Dan's never had a season ticket in his life. I've had a season ticket since I was 5.
See, you were going to say then, when's the last time you went to a game? But I went to one last week.
Here we go. Go on. Tell us your experience. How was Old Trafford? Was it like you expected it, or...?
Been plenty of times, thank you very much. It was great.
No, you haven't. I fucking haven't.
Double figures now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Should do that in one season, mate. I mean, he's got an excuse. He lives in Wilmslow, so he's got to trek like an hour and a half to get there.
I reckon I've been in Old Trafford more than Anfield.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think how many times
I've
I've
been
been
a season ticket. I used to go to like the Champions League games.
Your dad did?
My mate's dad.
Your mate's dad?
Yeah. So that was like just after Ronaldo left, I think.
Flick.
Sorry, mate.
So because I never used to wear headphones, I could never hear anything.
Yeah.
And Dan used to tap sometimes, and we'd never hear it. And in the edit, I'd be sat there like, oh dear. And then sometimes I once did I tapped the table like this constantly, and I was listening back to it, and I was like, I hate myself. Like, why am I doing that to myself? Now we've got headphones, I can hear what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Can you?
So with your Liverpool team, do you think that, obviously that 05 Champions League team was like iconic? Do you reckon the current Liverpool team are better?
I think they're better, like, on paper, and like it's quite obvious they're better because you're talking about that Istanbul and stuff.
Yeah. So
'cause,
like the
Istanbul,
famous.
with, like Jimmy Traore, like you just need to say his name. It's just like,
He was in net, was he? Yeah, it's Dudek.
Yeah,
He was a character, wasn't it?
From what because obviously I didn't see much of that year. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was still quite good, but apparently he was like crap that year, and then for a couple of games just turns it on. So it's one of them games where just you can't really explain it, can you?
I just think football nowadays is just so much better. Like compared
quality.
to yeah,
It is, isn't it?
like Pele used to score against. Well, he made it up, didn't he? Half of his goals, he was like, "Yeah, I scored 5 at the weekend. Who'd you play?"
Got an
Dunno.
FC.
Played a lot of Amazonians. Just picked them all up. I played against them, but I scored 9 goals, which is all right.
Jeff Bezos' boys.
Jeff Bezos. Shit joke. Such a shit joke.
It just got going on a complete tangent here. It got my head thinking when you were talking about listening to the voices in your head. So have you ever done a proper studio session with like an artist?
No, never.
Never.
I've always just been doing stuff in like where I do my own stuff really.
Do you just produce on like your computer then? Just straight up?
So I've got like a desktop now. I used to use like a really kind of low powered laptop where you'd put on like 2 tracks, 2 channels, and then it just freeze.
Yeah.
So I got a desktop where I could do the editing stuff as well. So that enabled me to kind of be more productive and stuff. So
Yeah.
Desktops are absolute winner, aren't they?
Yeah.
I got one. I had an excuse of this podcast to buy myself one, which was brilliant.
I need to upgrade mine now though,
Yeah.
because my processor isn't compatible with Windows 11.
What was your fucking computer?
I'm 10-year-old, mate.
Jesus! Just buy a new processor, mate.
I probably will.
Won't be able to fix it for you.
I installed Windows 11 this week.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
It looks like a Mac just rip off. Like,
Yeah, it does.
The taskbar thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not a big fan of Macs. Macs are like...
I've been looking at the new MacBooks.
Really?
Yeah, because I need something that's portable for when I'm moving.
Of course.
When I want to move anyway.
The Airs or just normal MacBooks?
Just normal MacBook Pro. Yeah.
I mean, why do we call it a MacBook Pro and not just a MacBook?
Because it's for pros. I mean,
You're not selling it to me, mate. You're not getting commission. Imagine an affiliate Apple link.
bag, yeah.
A big quality. You'd be buzzing, wouldn't you? I forget everywhere, no matter where I was. Do it anyway with my job, mate. So
Yeah. He's a salesman.
Salesman.
Yeah.
yeah.
Good talker.
Yeah. Well, I can hold a conversation.
You
That's
can.
Hugely important.
That's what I say. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically the fundamental role of being in my job.
Yeah.
I'd be terrible at that. Genuinely.
No, you learn
I
the
was
skills.
terrible at it.
And now look at him.
Yeah.
He's now part of the biggest podcast in Glossop with tens of actually
Might be hundreds now.
Hey mate, our listeners are going. I'm actually doing quite well at the moment.
80 subscribers.
80 subs and 20 follows on bloody Spotify. What is happening? What are you listening to?
Nah.
People wanting hoodies and stuff.
To be honest, 2022 is our year, mate.
2022's our year.
Yeah, the moon's the aim.
What do you want to do with the moon, mate? I'm a bit confused.
Don't know, fly around it and that. Would you? If you could, right, if you could seriously pay for it now, would you go to the moon
No.
and fly around the moon? Or even go on the moon?
No, I do.
Yeah, probably. Well, I'm not scared of flying, but I don't like flying. So, I'm not scared of that first.
Yeah, but you'll be going upwards to be fine. You won't see anything. I mean, the G-force will probably end up.
Just go to head, wouldn't it?
Be good,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably do it.
good for a date idea, wouldn't it?
Date idea.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's scared of heights, so
Hey, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll see the earth, but she won't be able to see the ground. So
am I, to be fair, but not from like a plane. Only from like a building. If you look down, you're like, whoa.
Hello.
But in the plane, I'm like, whoa.
But why do you want to go to the moon? It's boring. There's nothing there.
You know, it's boring. You can see Earth.
Yeah, but you'll see it for like a minute and be like, all right.
You could
And
say,
then walk off, wouldn't you?
You could say that about any tourist attraction ever.
Yeah, no, that's why you go to a place with many, so you can see it for a minute and keep doing that minute over and over again.
So would you go and see the pyramids?
Probably, yeah.
Why?
Or ride a camel.
I want to ride a camel.
Oh, I'd love to ride a camel.
I've done that.
Have you?
Yeah, I did it in Cyprus, I think.
In Cyprus?
Yeah.
In Napa? Down the street?
8 years old. No, I did it with my mum, but I don't remember it.
Was it a 2-humped camel or a 1-hump camel?
What a question that is.
I think it's 2.
It's got to be 2 humps. I didn't know. Did we do?
Can we get 1 humps?
Yeah.
You sound really confident there, but if I come back to the edit, I'm going to insert a picture of no camel.
Yeah, you get a 1-hump camel.
Oh, I say some wrong things, you know. When I listen back to it on edits, I'm like, why did I say that? It's just completely wrong.
Yeah.
So just a disclaimer, if I've said something wrong, comment it down below. Yeah, comment it.
Yeah.
Actually, I was going to say don't comment it, but actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Tell me I'm wrong.
Kick off.
Yeah. Call me a knob. Do whatever you want.
I'm going to do it on my burner account.
Burner account. You get burner YouTube accounts.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think we've got 80 subscribers?
Best £5.60 I've ever spent.
Burner accounts, fake streams, Spotify Wrapped. So you were saying in the break that some stats aren't that like spot on. So no, I'm not phrasing this right. Help me out.
You completely. That was the worst I've ever seen you do. You went Spotify Wrapped. You just say random word. So, like, obviously, with you being an artist, with your Spotify Wrapped, it's obviously a lot different. How did that kind of come about? Like, how many kind of, do you know, kind of the different stats that you had?
Yeah, so mine came to around just under 5 million streams.
Fuck me.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I know that quite a lot of them are kind of fully legitimate, but then you kind of question whether these ones from, say, like the South American countries are like actual listeners.
A lot of VPNs, though, aren't they?
It's a dodgy kind of area. Because I know Spotify like trigger spots where there's certain countries where they don't know whether they're actually real streams. But
okay.
Regardless of them being real streams or not, though, it's like you want more fan engagement over streams.
Yeah,
so it's like
definitely.
Getting a play on radio or something's so much more beneficial to, like, say, 500,000 streams on Spotify.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense.
Yeah. Do you think then, like, to say being booked for festivals and stuff, do you think what's the most important thing that like a booker would look at, do you reckon?
I see a lot of people saying, oh, like your monthly listeners on Spotify, but like, I'll use one of example, like Tommy Farrow, who recently he's been on Radio 1 loads recently. He's a fairly new artist. He's been booked for loads of like big gigs. Yeah,
seen him on a Warehouse Project and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. He got debuted on Radio 1 with his first release. I think it's Danny Howard or something. It's one of them.
Yeah.
And he's not got as many monthly listeners as me, but he's
doing
his
these
trajectory's
gigs,
like that.
He's there,
It's
yeah.
kind of like there. So
yeah,
it's quite subjective, though, kind of topic. I think in countries, say like, I don't know, Netherlands, kind of those European countries, even South American countries, monthly listeners might be something that the, say, promoters and stuff are looking at in those countries. But in the UK, I don't think it goes as far as that.
I suppose it's word of mouth as well, because
yeah.
at the end of the day, promoters all know the acts, don't they?
Yeah.
So how many? So you've got 3 figures, haven't you? Monthly, is it 100k?
240 at the moment, I think.
Ooh. Isn't it mental that? So you could technically. Have you ever been stopped?
No.
Never been recognised?
No.
That's crazy.
Well, now you've been on the Offbeat podcast.
Yeah. The ball's rolling now.
That's fascinating. That. So do you know, for your Spotify, then, do you have your picture as your, or is it just because a lot of people have just like their DJ? So I know at Notion, don't have a picture of himself. He just has
his logo.
His logo, doesn't he? Do you have just your logo? Or?
Mine's just a picture of me, just my
your headshot.
face. Yeah.
Yeah. It's mad that you've never been recognised though. But then again, I suppose at the same time, when you listen to music, sometimes you don't always know who it's coming from and that
Yeah,
sort of stuff. So.
and not even that. I don't. Like,
I wouldn't know what
some of the
those
DJs
DJs
I
are.
never used to know what they look like. I only do now, but like
Yeah.
I never used to at all.
Yeah, I suppose that's the kind of the benefit of being a DJ or
Yeah.
like a music producer and whatever. Like you could get to a point where you're making a living from it and you're like famous, but you still don't get recognised in the street.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the main thing with Spotify is like the playlists. Some of them are getting so many plays from that. That's where people are getting all the streams from, and people who are listening, like kind of the ordinary consumer, they're not looking at kind of what they look like. They're just listening to the song that they like on a random playlist.
Or you can see the cover art as well, can't you? Or if they've got like a little tiny video that they bring up, that's all they see.
Yeah.
I think it's fascinating that. I would have thought you'd have definitely at least been stopped at least once.
I don't think so. I mean, like, my friends have sent me videos of like my song getting played in some places, but other than that, it's not been much. But I think that's just down to the sort of exposure you're getting.
Yeah,
of course.
I had a question in my mind then. Oh, come back to me.
Yeah. So do you know, like for like festivals? So obviously, is it going to be Creamfields? Is your dream kind of festival to play at?
I think so. I've not actually been to a festival.
Really?
No. I was going into Parkline for last year, then it got cancelled, and then I tried this year, and tickets were just
Extortionate, weren't they? And they were just dead hard to get. And
we were in there for the pre-sale, but still couldn't get them. So
Yeah, I think I was the same. Yeah, it was going well hard to get tickets for Park Life this year.
Yeah.
I'd recommend Warehouse Projects over Park Life.
Yeah,
personally.
I hate like the cubicle, the Portaloo sort of thing.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, just waiting 5 hours to get
go
into
to the toilet.
and then
Yeah.
someone's choked up all over it.
Yeah.
Don't wanna be
Or
there.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see that, to be fair.
Yeah.
But the Warehouse Project I don't, compared to Store Street where it used to be, where it was under Piccadilly, I preferred it there so much. Like, it was just so much more intimate and
I don't agree at all.
like, just because I always think sometimes just because something's bigger don't mean it's better.
He uses this one on his missus.
Never said that before, I promise. But like with Warehouse Project, because now they oversold Store Street and now they're getting 10,000 people in a warehouse. And you can't move. You just can't move, can you, sometimes? Especially when there's a big act on, like...
I feel like there's always a bit of space, though, in the new one. In the main room.
Have you ever seen, like the Tech House ones? Like... Because I was talking to our mate Cav the other day, and he was like, who did he go and see? I think he went to Elro, and he was like, some points I couldn't move. Like, it was just a case of, because you just like squashed in like sardines.
Yeah.
Everyone rushes to the front. I'm just there like...
Depends how far to the front you go, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so, but I'm just not... it's not bad. I do like it, but... Maybe I'm just getting an old man now, aren't I? Like, oh, better back in my day, and all that sort of shit.
That Store Street, though, that was awful for being crushed in. That was always well oversold.
Where, but we managed to... We stuck to the same place.
Spot, yeah.
So there was like there was two walls, like brick walls on the two sides, and if you stood near the wall, you could generate space for yourself. Because we'd always go in a group of like 6 of us.
Stand next to a wall.
And we used to just like do like a round and then always space in the middle.
Yeah.
And it was like football substitutions. You get the all. Sub me in.
I want to dance. It's my turn. We've got a well good dance move for this song.
Why do you always do Thingy from Corrie? Kevin Webster. He always does Kevin Webster from Corrie when he impersonates.
That wasn't Kevin Webster.
Yes, it was.
That was just me.
No, it wasn't. You went, oh! You thought of your question yet? You just completely out your
No,
mind.
it's gone now. It's gone now.
So, all right, Dream Festival lineup.
That's what it was.
Yes, Dream Festival lineup. 5 acts.
Okay, 5 acts.
Yep, one opener, one headliner, and then are you picking yourself? Would you pick yourself?
No.
Do you want to be in the crowd just enjoying it completely?
You experience it first, haven't you?
Yeah,
So I'd rather experience something first than do it.
Makes sense.
I mean, if someone gives me the opportunity, I'm not going to say no. But
yeah.
Opening.
Would you go all DJs or would you kind of? So I think who did I say? I said Jerry Cinnamon.
So it's not just DJs like.
Can be
Oh
anyone,
yeah, it could be whatever you want. So I
Mine was-
Green Day. Green Day headlining, I believe.
Man's all over the place.
Yeah, who did I have as a DJs? I had Shy Effects, I believe. I think Shy Effects is godly. ridiculous DJ. I know you're probably not into drum and bass, but like godly.
Not massively, but
Would you
I can
go?
appreciate it though.
Would you go like strictly house then, or would you like to mix it up?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I'd probably stay mainly house. I think. Trying to think who I'd open it with though. I know for like headline, I'd probably get Disclosure in there.
Oh, fair enough.
Like,
yeah.
I haven't seen them live, but it's like one of the things I want to see.
Yeah.
I say Disclosure and probably get Frankie Bar closing.
Yeah.
Back to back, or just separate sets? Imagine that back to back.
Couldn't do it back to back with Disclosure, could you? There's two
I
of them.
think it'd be brilliant.
They do live performances now, don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Imagine a Disclosure by DJ set. I reckon a DJ set at Disclosure would be good. Just because it'll be totally different. I think that'd be a really interesting concept.
I've never seen them, but I've had opportunities to, but I've always just seen someone else.
Like what at Part Life and
At Leeds.
yeah, I didn't
Saw
see him.
Jack Q.
Yeah, we did. Jack, you was sick.
Jack, you was
Well,
sick.
they were sick.
Yeah.
Whoever it was, but is it Skrillex and
Diplo.
yeah, quality. I've seen Diplo a few times. I saw Diplo with Major Lazer as well. Diplo's quality, you know.
I swear he's got like 50 different aliases as well.
Yeah, probably.
He's raking it in.
He's
It's
massive.
like Eric Prydz as well. Isn't it? Eric Prydz has got a few.
Yeah.
Red Light's got a few.
Has he?
Red Light, and he's got a drum and bass one as well.
Clips.
Oh, Clips. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Red Light.
I saw
Yeah, Red Light's
clips.
good.
I saw clips on a lineup sometime as well.
Yeah.
And then Friction's got
Fine art.
Fine Art. It's mental how you learn about some of these aliases. You
One
know?
that I think's the maddest is Lodestar, big drum and bass act. Is
Yeah,
Eli
Lodestar.
Brown.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah. Well, there's two guys in Lodestar, so it's one of them. But yeah.
I never knew that.
Innit?
That's like two worlds that apart as well.
And he's the top in both of them.
That's mental.
I knew he had an alias, but I didn't know it was that one.
Yeah.
That's mental. I'm actually really shocked. I'm not joking. Like, that's massive.
Yeah.
Sick as well.
I know another one as well. Dan White. Got Aviate.
Yeah, damn right, Aviate. While you're here, make sure you head over to Instagram. Follow Aviate Is it Aviate? Aviate DMB. Show some love. Got
First
some
track coming
tunes.
soon.
Yes. I might have listened to a couple, and I've got to say, certified banger. Certified. I enjoyed myself. I played it, Tony. She enjoyed it, so it's got a seal of approval.
You know what we should do while we're on the topic? We should come up with your alias
Yes,
on the podcast.
yes, right.
Let's have a bit of a brainstorm.
So, are you wanting to go like noun or adjective?
Like, there's so many different ones you could do, but there's so many that are taken already. I don't really want to.
About shade.
I mean,
Sounds alright, mate. Yeah. I saw lampshade there, and I was like, about shade. Curtain.
I'd probably go for noun, but like, there's so many that are taken, and there's so many that just sound absolute shite.
Have you ever done one of them random?
Yeah, me and my mate did it, and some of the ones were just like, I'm trying to think what they said. It's like continuous jazzy jam or something. I was like,
That's it. That's the one.
Spotty, well,
Jazzy jam.
25 minutes in and we're in. It's like your first email, that, isn't it?
Jam Ninja 10.
Do it, please. Call yourself
Jam
like,
Ninja.
Call yourself like Nin.
Jam
Because
Ninja.
then we'll know.
Yeah,
That's what you
yeah.
want.
Little
I
inside
think
joke
that-
for the
something
offbeaters.
I think it's like New Jam or something, but I just don't want to sound proper cringe.
It's
or
one
like,
of them where you've got like Mr. Jam as well. You don't want to be
Yeah.
too similar, do you?
That's why I'd just be like hit and miss for that one.
Yeah.
I'd overthink it, me, I think.
You what? Sam?
I'd constantly overthink it, having to.
Yeah.
Like, we struggled to create a name for this.
Yeah, you just got to pick it and go with it.
I think it was. It was first. I think it was Tony who initially came up with the name, you know, for this.
It was me.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We did. We had a lot of lists. We wanted to do something
No, I
music.
think I said the word beat. I thought that was quite good. And we tried beat off, but then we got ideal.
And I thought, I'll save that first Patreon. Oh, we're getting worse. Yeah, we are. 20 episodes in. So some people have watched every episode, you know,
Yeah.
which I think's mental.
That is a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
People enjoy the Wednesdays, don't they?
Yeah.
Not because of us. Right. So, we've established a headliner then.
Yeah.
Well, you're two kind of co-headliners.
Yeah.
Would you want to go hard for your opener then, or would you kind of want to ease them in?
Probably have something lighter opener, but it's hard though, isn't it?
It's hard.
It's getting that balance, but
I'm trying to think like a soft opener, like
Purple Disco Machine would be good.
I don't know.
Do you know Purple Disco Machine?
No.
Do you know Purple Disco Machine? Yeah.
Your boys, Hot
He's
Since
good.
82, are a good opener.
Hot Since
They're
82 is
very
good.
mellow, bleed you into it, aren't they?
yeah.
He is.
Is it he?
Is it he?
I don't know if it's he. I've seen him live.
Yeah.
Not intentionally. He was just on early at Greenfields and with nothing else to do. So I thought, I might as well go. I had an okay time.
That's it. Best DJ. Third best DJ. Between.
I wonder where you were going there. I'm fourth, include Deacon. He came on as well.
Yeah, fourth.
I'd probably go with Paul Wolford.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Not as heavy because he's got another radius.
You got special request,
I'd
yeah.
probably just go for like his more.
Is he
commercial
special
stuff.
request?
Yeah.
This
You're
is
clueless,
fucking
aren't you?
mental. I am absolutely. It's not my kind of
No.
genre, but that's mental.
Yeah.
I see special requests on a lot of
I always
bands.
used to see that on the lineup. I'm thinking, why don't they just announce it? Who is it?
Do you remember when on Twitter people used to say, who's this B2B? He's doing well for himself, isn't it?
Yeah, Paul Wolford would be a class opener. Paul Wolford's gone quite mainstream recently, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's the piano tunes out.
Yeah. Like Looking for Me, and I'm sure he's got another big tunes I can't even think of. But
Heat, and then I think his recent
Heat,
one
yeah.
is Promises, I think, with Diplo again.
yeah.
Imagine doing a tune with Diplo.
Ooh, that's one. Who's your dream collab?
Yeah.
Probably Gorgon too.
Yeah.
Gorgon City has to be a
Yeah.
good collab, wouldn't it?
That would be a good collab.
Would you ever? So I'm thinking because a lot of like I know UK scene, like even probably baseline scene, they're going over to America a lot at the moment.
Yeah.
Would that be like a dream for you to go over to like playing like them American festivals because you have like Coachella and stuff, don't you?
I think if I was playing DJing like regularly, if I wanted to make it like a living, that's definitely like something that you put on your bucket list.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
You got James Charles there, bopping away in the crowd, and yeah, like woo.
I was thinking the news, James Charles. Is he a DJ?
Do you know who James? You know who James Charles is? Hey sister.
Bit controversial, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know?
Oh, the YouTuber guy.
Yeah, bloody hell, mate. Where have you been?
With that massive bunda. Also, I've heard. Sorry, lads.
First thing he thought was James Charles, and the first thing he thought was
This is the first time in 20 episodes that I've honestly been speechless. I'm looking around like someone, please. The carrot on. Have you got a little Kevin the carrot on your tree?
Yeah.
Sick! I want one!
Yeah. We've got a massive one upstairs.
So have I. Yeah, I rushed around here when the fucking came
oh,
out.
20 quid.
Yeah,
I don't know how much he was, but I got it.
Got a big broccoli as well.
Oh, maybe,
Is that
but
this year?
that's a side character.
Yeah.
You want Kevin, don't you? Oh, Kev.
Isn't there a new one every year?
There might be.
I think
Some of them
so.
might be, but they all get sold out within the first 2 hours, and then they
Yeah.
get flogged on eBay for like 500 quid.
Yeah.
Literally.
Have you seen the newest advert? It's got Marcus Rashford in it.
Does it?
And he's called Marcus Radishford. And there's a fucking radish walking along. It's fucking quality. Honestly, it's the best 30 seconds you'll ever watch in your life. It's just the most random thing ever because they're doing like a Christmas carol. And then Marcus Rashford just comes out. I think he's playing like Tiny Tim or whatever it's called.
You see all the stuff about the caterpillar as well. Like all the,
Oh, Colin and
in
Cuthbert.
the background of that advert, it's getting arrested.
That's brilliant.
Great media team, innit? Quality media team.
Do you reckon it's the best supermarket in England?
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, hands down.
I think second best. I like Tesco.
Oh, here we go. Someone's doing well from his DJing, innit?
I'm not Waitrose yet. Are you a Waitrose kind of guy?
I ain't got that sort of money. No, Tesco.
Tesco. Yeah.
Nah, I'm an Aldi guy. I'm an Aldi.
Aldi's good, but there's no meal deals, and I love a meal deal.
The Aldi sandwiches are absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
Like,
M&S sandwiches are mint.
M&S biscuits and mint, you know. They have
Yeah.
like jam and cream like things, and honestly, greatest thing you'll ever eat in your life.
cost you a mortgage, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. You've got to. I think I once got vouchers for like Marks and Spencer, and honestly, I was well happy with it.
Same
Won it from
differ.
work.
They do a pizza meal deal.
Pizza meal.
Apparently their pizzas are banging.
The pizzas
I don't like
are
cheese on pizza,
banging.
but
You don't like cheese on pizza?
I should have said that.
Yes, say
Do you
that.
have plain pizza? No
I have-
cheese?
Yeah, I have cheese. I have pineapple on it as well.
So you have pineapple and tomato?
Oh,
no
he
cheese?
gets pineapple. So we've
That's
had
fine,
this
that's fine.
conversation.
Yeah, but I get cheese on it.
You get no cheese? Are you lactose intolerant or just not like it?
Steak cheese. I used to like munch it by the block when I was like 5, but I just started hating it.
Really? Is it just melted cheese or is it all cheese?
Both. Just not
So
for
do
me.
you still like pizza then?
Yeah, just try the cheese. Although the problem is it all just falls off.
Oh, I bet it does make
You
it
just get flour
slides.
That's crazy. Tomato base or barbecue base?
If barbecue's available, I'll barbecue.
So you'll have barbecue with no cheese?
Yeah,
That's
I got some weird looks online, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but
tastes good.
you probably see people have anchovies on bloody pizza, don't they? Like,
Oh yeah.
that's grim. Well, this has been a nice podcast. Cheers coming on, mate. Really appreciate
appreciate
it.
Be on.
Yeah,
Let's be
you've
on.
done us a massive favour as well coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you want to plug, mate?
You know, I've got a tune coming Villia.
Is there another tune of the Lear coming out?
Yeah,
So I don't even
it's,
know this thing.
we've not got it signed yet, but
Okay.
it's called. The
Oh
Night.
yes, I've listened to it. Yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah,
Certified.
Your first one was good. I like the first one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be out. It's hopefully once a label listens to it. Hopefully that'll be out this year.
Yeah.
Next year, sorry.
You've got another track that you can pre-save now, don't you? Or is that already out?
I think that's already out.
It's already out, yeah.
Yeah. I've got one due with Casual Jam as well this year. Next year, sorry. It's called One in Rome.
Nice.
And that's
Nice
it.
name.
Yeah, piano.
That should be your DJ name.
Well, you know, yes.
It's good. That.
See, that's actually really good, yeah. Cracked it.
I might think about that.
So, where can we find you on socials? Is it just...
Jamie Nugent Music on Instagram, Facebook. If you just search Jamie Nugent, although I don't really use that, it's
Yeah.
and then Spotify is just Jamie Nugent.
And then you're on SoundCloud as well.
Yeah,
I'm
so
guessing.
I think
Yeah.
it's just Jamie Nugent 10, I think.
Yeah.
So,
I'll link everything in the description below.
Definitely.
Everyone go check Jamie out. Give him some love.
Yeah, done us a massive favour by coming on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I think it's been a quality episode.
That has been. Yeah, so we'll see you next week.
Next week,
Something else for the podcast,
we've got a band coming on.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we got a band coming on from Mosley who are also quite decently big on Spotify at the moment. Got 100k listens on a single as well. So, and then the week after is a renowned Christmas special where we're going to be having a few drinks, aren't we, Dan?
Oh, yeah. That's going to be fun.
That's in 2 weeks. That's going to be fun. Yeah, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to every social here. Drop us some love, and we'll see you next week.
See you later.
Thank you.